Welcome to Workbook Wednesday with METAVarsity. Thank you for joining in. Today we look at affirmations, or as I like to call them, creating conscious pictures. Affirmations are statements of intent, or I call them thought reframing narratives, which is such a fancy way of saying affirmations, but my brain is able to wrap itself around that rather than the word affirmations. Or you can think of them as statements that define goals in a positive way. Sounds simple, right? Louise Hay says, saying affirmations is only part of the process. What you do the rest of the day and night is even more important. The secret to having your affirmations work quickly and consistently is to prepare an atmosphere for them to grow in. Affirmations are like seeds planted in soil. Poor soil, poor growth. Rich soil, abundant growth. The more you choose to think thoughts that make you feel good, the quicker the affirmations work. So affirmations are positive phrases or statements used to challenge negative or limiting thoughts. But how do we know what is the right statement or affirmation? Think of an affirmation as a form of a mantra, and then think of the power of words, which we chatted about in our series on sound as energy. So an affirmation becomes a way to reprogram the subconscious mind, and it starts with recognizing when you have negative thoughts and immediately changing those. And you can refer back to our previous discussions, especially last week's, on the power of thoughts or positive thinking. When you wish to achieve a goal, use affirmations together with creating the images in your mind. This helps to change your vibration, which increases the energy flow, and so increases the success rate of achieving your goal written in the affirmation. How do we recognize those thoughts that hold us back, though? Do any of these sound familiar? Everything I eat goes straight to my hips. Oh, I'm never going to meet somebody I can love. Oh, I never catch a break. No matter what I do, I never seem to get ahead. I just look at chocolate and I put on weight. I never win anything. The daily use of affirmations interrupts and eventually totally replaces this barrage of negative thoughts and beliefs. To achieve this, you must continually flood your subconscious with thoughts and images of the new reality you wish to create. You start with the words I am. These are the two most powerful words in the English language. Use the present tense. State it in the positive. Affirm what you want, not what you don't want. Keep it brief. Make it specific. Rhyming is good as well. Include an action word ending with ing. Include at least one dynamic emotion or feeling. And make affirmations for yourself, not others. An example is, I am joyfully driving my new red Porsche convertible down the highway of Cape Town. You can use the following simple formula as well. I am so happy and grateful that I am now, and then fill in the blank. Some examples could be, I am so happy and grateful that I am now earning 40,000 Rand or more a month. I am so happy and grateful that I'm now earning 40,000 Rand and more a month. Or, I am so happy and grateful that I'm now celebrating having achieved my ideal weight of 50 kilograms. When creating your affirmation, remember that even minor variations in wording can make a huge difference in the results you get. Since your words literally have the power to create your circumstances, invest a few minutes now to take your affirmation skills to a higher level. Consider this affirmation: I will give up smoking, or I don't want to smoke anymore. These affirmations keeps the focus on smoking, the condition you do not want. Instead, shine a light on what you do want, which is to be smoke-free. Our subconscious mind skips the words not, don't, can't. So delete these words from your affirmations, actually even from your mind, from your thoughts, from your entire being. I am not I know that there are skeptics among you who are probably sitting there now and going, affirmations don't work. And yes, I used to think that too, until I realized that there is a lot involved in affirmations. It's not just about the words. It's about the intention behind it, the feelings. It's about reframing the negative thoughts that you have, because you might think of an affirmation and then you've got 3 negative thoughts that counteract that affirmation. Then, of course, it's never going to work. But the good news is that affirmations do work, and science is proving this daily through neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity is the ability of the brain to form new connections and pathways and change how its circuits are wired. Another form of proof is neurogenesis. And this is an even more amazing ability of the brain to grow new neurons. So affirmations can help the brain grow new neurons. Our brains are extraordinary, unlike computers, which are built to certain specifications and receive software updates periodically. Our brains can actually receive hardware updates in addition to software updates. Different pathways form and fall dormant, are created and discarded according to our experiences. When we learn something new, we create new connections between our neurons. We rewire our brains to adapt to new circumstances. This happens on a daily basis, but it is also something we can encourage and stimulate. And affirmations help to rewire the brain and therefore transform previous harmful thought patterns into helpful patterns. And there is an excellent book on the market called Switch on Your Brain, which you can get to read, and this proves neuroplasticity and neurogenesis. And the full title of the name and the author is in the comment box below. So affirmations are phrases or statements that are used to challenge negative or limiting thoughts. It's used to achieve goals, and it's a kind of a mantra repeated as often as possible. But you've got to say it, think it, feel it, see it, say it. So in other words, see it, feel it, think it, say it, and that actually rhymes. Remember that words make a difference, so words are very important when designing or creating your affirmations. Affirmations rewire the neurons in your brain, and science daily is proving the effectiveness of affirmations. So now you can go and create your own affirmations. So you can write effective affirmations fairly easily when you know how. So find a quiet place where you can be alone and focus on writing statements that will improve your self-esteem. Keep the following in mind. Choose one negative thought that you have about yourself and write down the positive opposite that counteracts that belief. For example, you may often think, I make so many mistakes. In this case, you would write an affirmation like, I am capable and experienced. Make your affirmations short so they're easier for you to remember. Even statements as short as 4 or 5 words can be powerful, and I've said it before, rhyming words are great. Start your affirmations with I or my. Because you're making a statement about yourself, it's most effective if it starts with you. I choose to be positive is much better than positive thoughts are coming into my mind. So in other words, we have to use the active voice, not the passive voice. Write your affirmations in the present tense. Write as though you're experiencing what you desire right now, not in the future. For example, I easily see my own worth and value is superior to I will easily see my own worth and value. It's also better not to put a time frame on your affirmation, such as a certain date or within 3 months, because doing so limits when what you desire can happen, and then we turn around and say, oh, affirmations don't work. Don't begin your affirmations with I want or I need. You don't want to affirm that you're wanting and needing. Rather, write your affirmations as an expression of being grateful for already having and being what you want. Make sure all your affirmations are positive statements. If you tell yourself you are discarding negative behavior and thoughts, your focus will be on those rather than on what you want to do and be. Don't include words like don't, won't, am not, can't, not, doesn't, am stopping. So instead of saying or writing, "I'm eliminating my miserable thoughts," create an affirmation such as, "I'm happy being who I am," or "My thoughts are constantly changing daily." Well, that doesn't sound too good either. You get what I mean. It's repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. Thank you for joining Workbook Wednesday. We've included a link below should you wish to learn more about affirmations and the effect on the brain, and also the name of the book and the author that I mentioned earlier. Join us next week as we explore the power of sigils. Until next time, goodbye. Have a fabulous week.